Hello everyone, I'm Robert, also known as the Fallen 835, and I'm here to review Bioshock. Bioshock is a first-person shooter, and it was developed by Irrational Games and published by 2K Games. It was released in 2007 and was the spiritual successor to System Shock. So Bioshock takes place in 1960. You play as a character called Jack, who is involved in an airplane crash in the mid-Atlantic. As the only survivor, you make your way to a nearby lighthouse, which leads you to an Art Deco-style underwater city known as Rapture. It was built by business tycoon Andrew Ryan, who intended it to be an isolated utopia. However, the use of Adam, a plasmid which grants superhuman powers, caused the city to decline. So with the help of Atlas...
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive.
Friend who helps you navigate the derelict corridors of Rapture, you must escape from the collapsed utopia while discovering its turbulence past. As you move through Rapture, you will find audio tapes which give character development and give background to the city. During the game you will also encounter several Adam-obsessed enemies, including the deadly and iconic Big Daddies and the deformed residents of the city that are known as Splicers. You are able to defeat these opponents using a wide range of weapons, ranging from a standard firearm to explosives. The first weapon you acquire in the game is a wrench, used as a melee weapon. However, you soon get to use more effective weapons, such as a machine gun and a grenade launcher. Additionally, the use of a research camera can provide the player with permanent damage boost or increased health. As well as guns, the player can also use unique power-giving plasmids, which can change the outcome of a battle or turn Rapture's own defences against your enemies. These range from Electro Bolt, which sends jolts of electricity at your opponents, to Incinerate, which allows the player to target their enemies on fire. So the player has a limited number of plasmid slots for actively equipped plasmids, and his currently equipped plasmids can be changed at the gene bank. The player may purchase additional slots and select plasmids at the Gatherer's Garden. Equally, gene tonics may be purchased, which allows the player to improve his hacking abilities and physical properties. Hacking also allows the player to gain access to locked areas, unlock safes, reduce prices at vending machines, or turn hostile security devices to be friendly. The story includes elements of horror and fiction, which adds to the overall experience of being in a place that is beyond anything that you've ever seen before. The characters are diverse and reflect the views of the time, from capitalism to communism. The unique setting and immersive environments help to cement the age of which the game is set in, leading to a replay factor which many new games lack. The game is not for the faint-hearted. It contains fair amounts of gore and horrific scenes, but it merges them into the game in a way which makes them vital to the storyline. So the gameplay is unique, and it's thrilling. It combines the use of weapons and plasmids to create a deep narrative, which is a diverse hybrid of combat, strategy, roleplay, and puzzle solving. You can defeat enemies in almost infinite number of ways, which adds a new layer to the game, despite being primarily a shooter. The graphics suit the Art Deco style era, and the soundtrack goes even further to immerse in the character in the world of Rapture.
Bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
The one criticism I have of the game is the big reveal in the middle. So after the player finds out the secret of a certain character and the origins of Jack, the rest of the game feels like it's just playing out for time. The use of such a plot point would be better at the end of the game, such as in Bioshock Infinite. However, it is still a memorable moment, and one that will remain in my mind for many years to come. So overall, Bioshock is an amazing game. It's personally one of my favourite games that I've played. The main thing that struck me about it was the opening, seeing Rapture for the first time, and wondering what bizarre world you're about to enter. It's a game which combines horror and fantasy, turning it into a storyline which captures the player's imagination, while still leaving them wanting more. Players such as Atlas and Ryan come alive during the course of the game, adding to their development, and despite Fontaine only appearing in the second half, he has still developed enough for the player to know his motives and ideals. The combat is not the best I've ever played, but it combines the use of guns with powers to create a huge number of possible combat scenarios, which adds a layer of combat that you won't find in many other games. Finally, the choices that you make throughout the game influence the ending, which give the player the power to decide the direction of the game. So what do I recommend Bioshock? Well, of course I would. It is truly a unique gameplay experience, and for that reason I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. It's available on Xbox, PlayStation 3 and PC, and can be found at almost any games workshops or game stations. So tune in next time, when I'll be taking a look at the sequel to see if it can live up to its predecessor. Oh, And would you kindly not post spoilers in the comments? Bye for now.